Local news that matters. This is CBS 17 News.
A time to reflect and honor the men and women who worked under incredible pressure 1 year ago, responding to a mass shooting in Raleigh. Good evening, and thanks for joining us tonight. I'm Maggie Newland.
And I'm Nick Sturtevant. It's been 1 year since Raleigh police officer Gabriel Torres, Mary Marshall, Nicole Connors, Susan Karnitz, and the suspect's brother, James Thompson, were killed in that attack. CBS 17's Amalia Roy was there as the city honored our first responders.
And I salute you.
In Raleigh, Amalia Roy, CBS 17 News.
And the teenage suspect in that mass shooting, Austin Thompson, will be tried as an adult. He's charged with 5 counts of murder and 2 counts of attempted murder. The district attorney tells us the state will not seek the death penalty because Thompson was 15 at the time of the shooting. He's expected in court November 6th. His father has also been charged with a misdemeanor. He is accused of storing a firearm in a manner accessible to a minor.
The State Department of Transportation joins family, friends, and fellow members of the law enforcement community to honor a fallen Knightdale police officer.
Officer Ryan Hayworth was killed in the line of duty 2 years ago. Town leaders and DOT administrators dedicated the bridge on Knightdale Boulevard over I-540 by naming it the Officer Ryan A. Hayworth Bridge. Hayworth died after a driver crashed into his cruiser on I-540 while he was responding to another crash.
Thank you for what you do, and it is important, I think, to continue to remember him, remember what he did, and like Chief Cap says, we need to do everything we can to emulate Ryan and people like him.
The driver involved in that crash was suspected of driving while impaired and has been indicted for second-degree murder. 50 people lost their lives due to gun violence last year in Durham County.
And today, advocates and families gathered to honor the victims at Elizabeth Street United Methodist Church. Many told us there are no clear solutions to fix gun violence, especially when it comes to young people. But one activist says there are things adults can do to make a difference in their lives.
Murder and the destruction of urban community is being marketed through our music, through entertainment in general. And I think we as concerned parents and mature adults should just look at that and look at the fact that this terror is being marketed to our children.
33 people have been killed in shootings throughout Durham County this year. A mother and daughter from the Triangle will soon open their first juice bar. They tell me their mission is not only to sell healthy lemonade, but to inspire others. The inspiration behind the business was a pathway toward mental wellness. OMG is the name of the business.
You know, you sit here, got a brand called OMG Lemonade, and you see how things can manifest. We go from nothing to a whole lot of something.
And it's also the reaction Melita Quick and her daughter, Layla, sitting on the right, have every time they think about how this all started.
I was like, okay, whatever she's good at, I'm gonna find whatever she's good at, and we're gonna run with it. So she was so good at making lemonade, and not just any lemonade, like lemonade with benefits.
They launched the juice company OMG Lemonade in 2020. It was an opportunity for Melita to teach the family how to become entrepreneurs. At the same time, a chance to help Layla. She was 17 at the time.
Yeah, I did struggle with like a lot of anxiety and just confidence issues. So I feel like having my own lemonade stand in my business, speaking more, grew me up as an adult today.
Since then, they've hit the road, selling bottled lemonade at more than 700 events. Now the duo is looking to embark on the next phase of the business. A chance encounter at the Northwest Cary YMCA.
You should sell the juice is what she told me. And so I was like, are you for real, girl? Because I really sell juice. I really make lemonade right now.
Led to an opportunity for OMG Lemonade to open its first juice bar at a kitchen space inside the facility.
Like, it was an oh my God moment right then and there. Because we were like, oh my gosh, I never thought it would happen this way. Like, she just literally just walked right into it. And then I came back and everybody wrote proposals. There was so many proposals on the table. Everybody wanted the space.
Yes.
And so they ended up choosing us.
What's that going to feel like? What's going to be going through you guys' heads?
I'm so nervous and excited. My knees are buckling. I ain't even gonna lie.
Probably, I want to cry right now. So it's a lot of emotions. I'm probably just going to be like, in the moment, just living it, just ready to grow, just like embracing everything that we've been working so hard for.
OMG, shout out to them. Well, they told me the juice bar will have things like clean juices, smoothies, acai bowls, you name it. Opening day is November 11th at 11 a.m. at the Northwest Cary YMCA. A woman is rushed to the hospital after being stabbed near apartments on Calumet Drive. Officers were called to the scene just off New Bern Avenue around 1:30 this afternoon. No word of an arrest or a description of a suspect. Police expect the victim to recover.
Rocky Mount police are also looking for a suspect in connection with a stabbing at a convenience store. It happened just after 10:30 this morning. Officers found an injured 36-year-old man at another business across the street from the store on West Raleigh Boulevard. Investigators released a picture from a security camera of a possible suspect. They say he and the victim got into an argument just before the stabbing. If you recognize him, you can call Rocky Mount police. One person's dead after an early morning crash in Durham.
Yeah, officers tell us the driver crashed into a tractor trailer that was parked off the side near South Miami Boulevard just after 2 a.m. Paramedics rushed the man to the hospital where he later died. Police say he was not wearing a seatbelt and think speed was a factor in that crash. While the Biden administration is stepping up attempts to get Americans out of Gaza before the Israeli military launches a ground campaign in that region.
The conflict is intensifying a week after Hamas militants launched a surprise attack against Israel. With more than 3,000 deaths reported since fighting broke out, the number of Americans killed is now up to at least 29. President Joe Biden says Hamas is to blame for causing the deaths of thousands of civilians in the Gaza Strip.
Innocent Palestinian families, and the vast majority have nothing to do with Hamas. They're being used as human shields.
The U.S. aircraft carrier, the USS Eisenhower, is now joining the USS Gerald Ford in the eastern Mediterranean in case American military support is needed.
Republicans have picked Ohio Congressman Jim Jordan as their nominee for House Speaker. But Jordan has his work cut out for him. He's spending the weekend trying to unite colleagues amid a deeply divided House that ousted Kevin McCarthy as Speaker just a couple of weeks ago. A public vote on Jordan's nomination could come up on Wednesday. And Travis Scott postponing tonight's live performance at PNC Arena. This comes after the rapper performed there last night. According to PNC Arena's website, tickets will be honored when a new concert date is announced. Well, the postponement of tonight's Travis Scott concert alleviating some of the traffic concerns around the fairgrounds as the State Fair enters its first weekend.
It's still a lot of people at the fair today. CBS 17's Harrison Grubb looks at the impact of today's weather.
In Raleigh, Harrison Grubb, CBS 17 News.
You don't got to worry about the rain tomorrow.
Yeah, it looks like a pretty nice week actually for the fair, right, Lance?
Yeah, no doubt about it. We got some great weather ahead for us. So we did get that rain today. It was much needed rain as well. Sorry it impacted the fair and some other local events, but we got over 1.5 inches of rain. We got more rain back in the forecast, the extended forecast period. I've got the details coming up.
A Raleigh woman already convicted of stealing one woman's identity faces similar accusations from the same person. We're digging deeper into the case.